Alright, what's going on, guys? So, busy month so far, a lot of games coming out. I got a lot of games. Still working on Battle Kid. I was able to beat Splatterhouse. That was an amazing game. It could have been a little tougher, but the ending was great. So the first new release of October 5th I got was Castlevania. I went ahead and ordered Enslaved, so it'll get here earlier next week. Give me some time to play Castlevania. I like this game a lot more than I thought I would. I thought it was just going to be straightforward storyline, just going through everything once. There's actually a lot of hidden stuff. You really got to go through the levels more than once sometimes, just to keep going back and finding different things. So, let's take a look at, okay, Patrick Stewart does the dialogue. It's not that bad. I thought it was just going to be just a corny love story served to me on a silver platter, but it's really not. It doesn't affect the story too much. And then again, I'm only near the end of the second chapter, but I figured I've done enough gameplay just to go ahead and throw up a review. So obviously, isn't going to be a full review of the game, but I'm just going to talk about some of the factors that I like about it. So.
You are betrayed. There is no resurrection. Only this living death you see before you.
You guys have probably watched this before, but it's just the intro. Alright, that's about it. Not much. I think you only, there's only like one playthrough during the game, I think. You don't really have save slots. Here's your chapters. Here's your... So you got chapter 1. You go through there, you get magic gems to fill up your shadow bar, your life bar, your light bar. You go around and find a lot of your fallen brothers of the Brotherhood. So at least there's a reason for people to be out there. So there's a lot of soldiers dead here and there. You find scrolls on them. Find a good level to play here. The Dead Bog, Pan's Temple. Let's go into chapter 2 and let's check out the I think this will be good. Let's go to the Labyrinth
Entrance. So he has
entrance.
found another of Gandalf's upgrades. This was unforeseen.
Yeah,
but it shall prove useful in the challenges to come.
The dialogue is between every level, and he'll talk a little bit when it starts up. But once it loads up, you can pass.
Gabriel, what God has in store for you, the land of the Lycans. This
It is definitely a little over dramatic.
And you can be sure he will not allow.
Alright, so. Now, it is a God of War style game. I'm glad we're to a point where comparing games like this to God of War and not Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry had a neat concept, but it definitely wasn't God of War. It was just, they had the concept of staying up in the air like that and amassing large combos. Everything all shine in this game that you need to touch. It's kind of weird, but still you find yourself hunting for items like that. Because stuff will be like in corners of screens and whatnot. as you go along, you get experience points from the enemies. You also, you notice a couple bars in the screen. A lot of those bars are, like the left bar, that's my light bar. The right bar, that's my shadow bar. You fill each other up correspondingly. That bar at the beginning, that's my focus meter. The more hits I get without getting hit, the more that charges up. And then as I hit creatures, all those orbs appear. So it pulls out neutral enemy orbs. I'm supposed to be mounting this guy. Oops. It's not that hard to do it. You just gotta hit those things when the circle gets in the right area. Sometimes I just take some pot shots to build my meter up. So you can actually go to the levels and just, you'll find ways, you know, if, let's say I'm using these boards to open that door over there, which is what I'm doing here. I will, oh, I died there, wasn't watching it. See how I turn blue there? As I hit in that light form, I actually gain health. But like I was saying, those board, and sometimes enemies will spawn, you'll need a certain creature to mount up to get past an obstacle. Well, when that's happening, you can just kill them over and over. It doesn't really matter. They'll just keep respawning, and you can just build up your experience points, you see there. And with those, you can go ahead, you can upgrade all the things in your spell book, or whatever it's called, all the moves. You can learn different moves. I learned Holy Cross right away, which is like a 6,000 experience point move. That's Holy Cross. Boom. I don't know what it does, but it's pretty cool. Your life meter will fill up pretty fast in this form. So once you learn all the moves, you upgrade the moves, it gets pretty fun. I mean, it's not that repetitive. The platforming in it's pretty easy to figure out. I mean, there's a lot of the times it'll tell you what to do. It's not that bad. I thought this game was going to be like a really dark game. Maybe I just haven't got to those parts of the game yet. But it's been a pretty light game so far. I've been going through just really colorful waterfalls and things like that. I can just run these guys over. But yeah, the gameplay in this is it's alright. To me, it just looks like they kind of rushed the game. There's a lot of glitches here and there, and not necessarily graphical errors, but sometimes you could jump on top of something and it won't be a platform, right? And you'll just kind of like float in the air above it. So there's a lot of silly things, and You know, but besides all that, the gameplay seems great, and I mean, I'm having a fun time playing this game. So, you know, if you guys been thinking about picking this up, or you wanted one of the new games to play, this game isn't as bad as I thought it was. And what you know, when I went to pick it up, I went to Best Buy to pick it up. They only had like 3 copies there, so it wasn't a big order game either. I mean, no one really planned to. I guess they didn't plan to sell a lot of copies or whatnot. I'll show you a little bit of just what the platforming looks like here. Basically, you just jump around here. Ledges will light up like that, so you won't spend too much time hunting for them. You still have to kind of look for them, but you're not going to spend all day trying to jump to every obstacle. Elements like that I liked in video games, but I just know that they're not going to exist nowadays because the makers want everybody to be able to get far in the game. Makers want everybody to experience all parts of the game, not just some people, you know, giving up at the beginning because it's too hard. So you'll find a lot of forgiveness in games these days, and in this game it's no less the same. Like here, you know, you fall off that thing, you start at the beginning of it again. So there's really no loss when you in this game. Just keep moving, and even if you need to turn the game off and go somewhere, it automatically saves it at like each point. So if I wanted to turn it off now, you know, I'd be saved still for what I've done in this level. Or I'd be saved up to that point in the level, if it was, you know, my most recent level. So, that's a little bit of the platform in there. There's little things you can break here and there, which is kind of nice, because it's nice to beat things up now and then. So yeah, I mean, this is Castlevania Lord of Shadows. It's out on the, you know, Xbox 360, PS3. It's probably out on the PC too. So yeah, if you guys are thinking about getting this game, it's a pretty decent game. You know, I'm happy with it so far. How will the storyline be? I don't really care. You know, it might be good, it might be bad. It's not as cheesy as you'd expect though from a game of this era. So yeah, guys. So if you're interested in this game and you're thinking about getting it, I give it a positive rating. You know, I think it's a good game. It's worth having. Is it worth $59? Well, you know, that's the price of a new game if you want to play a game right away. And so if you want to go pick it up, pick it up. If not, wait a few months, wait till that price goes down to the 30s or whatever, and you'll have a good time. Alright guys, well, I'll see you later. Peace.